Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for the month of September, the whole month, longer reading for my Cancers. Hello, my Cancers. Like I said, this is the longer reading. I use 3 decks of cards. I use my Radleigh Valentine Angel Tarot cards, gives me that main message. Then I follow up with my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, kind of fills in the gaps, and then I finish up asking any final advice with my Osho Zen Tarot cards. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused the deck with Reiki energy, all 3 decks with Reiki energy, but please remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? So let's see what we have going on. Now, normally this is in my longer readings, the last 2 months, is where I insert my September little clip, but my editing program wasn't cooperating, so when I tried it with my first reading, so I'm just going to do this. I have done a separate video on September. I do recommend that you take a look at it because it's going to be interesting energy, and I do reference to some of the dates. Now, let's go ahead. One card has fallen out, and here are the other 2. Let's see what we have for my Cancers. Okay, my Cancers, here we go. First card reversed, Unity, Archangel Sandalphon. So this is also, Unity number 5 is about changes. This is about change. This is about very traditional values, traditional relationships. So this could be about maybe possibly going to, maybe you work in a 9-to-5 job and now you're going to go into something untraditional, or maybe you've been untraditional and now you're going to go into a traditional job, but it's about changes, and it's changes in the traditional. Now, it could also be about marriages and marriages, dissolving, or it could be about not being married and then being married. So it's all about changes in a traditional type of setting for you. Archangel energies, very strong. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So, again, it's a change. Something is changing in your traditional setting. How's that? That's probably the best way to call that, to say this, that there is going to be a change in there's going to be a change in September, okay? So there will be some changes for you. And let's see, and this was reversed, so that to me, reversed cards, when I show them, they're stronger messages for you. Next card is the 8 of Water, okay? Water energy is your energy along with Scorpio and Pisces. It's fluid, it's emotional, and this is like, I need to move on. I am so out of here, whatever this is, probably a traditional type of setting. And when I say traditional, it could be something that you've been in. It may not necessarily be traditional, but it's something that's been steady for you for at least, I would say, a couple of years. So if maybe you are moving, maybe you are changing jobs, maybe you are splitting up with a relationship, or it could be all, but it's something that what has been your paradigm, what has been your traditional environment is changing because you just want out. You want to move on. You're like done with it. So the energies are very positive for this. It's not only that you want it, it's coming. It's coming. So this is a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. Now here we have spiritual organizations, and here we have spiritual and emotional growth. So there is something that's still saying, please make sure you're making your connections. Now, your connections in itself to that higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, that in itself may be the part of this change too. Maybe you have gone from being, you are going from being very, like where you have gone to a place of worship, and you have gone there very, very, steadfast, very consistently, and now you have a different way of thought, or you had a different way of thought and now you want to go back to that. But it's changes. There is changes because Your status quo is not working for you anymore, and you want it to move. Okay, last card, balance. Now, Archangel Zedkiel, we have two, Archangel energies. And again, archangels do tend to take care of you, my Cancers. They do watch over you. And what I love about when we're being watched over is that many times we can mess up so much, and they can help to right those wrongs. So this is the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, but wait for the perfect timing. So here we have this change in this traditional. We have this I really need out, and we have balance here saying just wait for the perfect time. It's coming to you. It's coming to you. Now, when I see balance, though, I'm always thinking of Libra because they're the scales. They keep balance, So this is probably, again, go back to that, like I said, that September overview because I talk about balance. So this could be about that. This could be like when Libra season starts, the 23rd, I think. That could be exactly what's happening. It's like, okay, this is the lead up, and now the timing's coming. So just be aware of that. I mean, there's some movement there for you, my Cancers. Movement in a very positive way for you. Now, is it gonna, am I gonna say that it's not gonna be work? Well, no, I think that any type of movement is going to be work. We have to do our part in it. But it's like, no, what was once traditional, you want out of it. And you just have to wait for the timing. And, also too, balance. The scales, with Libra, scales of justice. So there could be something even with a legal issue too. Okay, so let's see. Can you give us a little more clarity on this? Yeah, that just popped out for whoever needed that one too. But the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Okay, we had a bunch of cards that popped. Oh, actually, we only had 3. Okay. Face down, let's see what they are. Awareness. Number 1 is new beginnings, okay? New beginnings. Awareness is, there's so much with this. One is just knowing things that maybe people don't realize that you know it. Maybe you get some information that was supposed to be secret. Maybe your intuition is picking up on this because that is the, this here is the third chakra, the third eye. And so there is this awareness. It could also be, again, well, this is on the Unity card, and this is about, spiritual organization. Maybe this is like a download of a spiritual awareness too. It could be any and all of that. So be very, very, very connected this month with whoever that higher power is for you. Because that higher power will guide you I feel, in a very good way. Next card, reversed. Remember, reversed means that, it's stronger message than than not reversed. Triumph. 7, completion number, triumph. So, here it is. I want to move on. Yes, it's going to open up for you. You are going to be riding into triumph. You are riding into victory, okay? This is victorious. So whatever this whole thing that you just want to move out of, you just want, and again, it could be, like I said, it could be a job, it could be a house, it could be a marriage, it could be a relationship of any type, relationships. It's like, yep, it's coming together. It's coming together. Next card, choose wisely. Now, this is always a good card for you. This is always good advice for you. Now, this is under balance. So again, this tells me that you will be having choices. You will be having opportunities. Probably, I go back to here with this Libra. I go back to here with the scales. I even hear scales of justice. And again, it's like, you need to make sure that you don't put yourself in a position where you don't have choices. You don't necessarily take the first offer, whoever that's for. If somebody offers you a job and they say you can make, we're going to offer you this job at XX amount of money, You can always say, I do want the job, but I want X amount of money. You can always counter offer, okay? As long as you say, I do want the job, thank you very much, but I want X amount of money. So again, it's like choices could be coming. You don't have to necessarily take the first offer. I would always say don't close the door on it, but because they'll tell you then, if this was a job, they'll tell you, well, let me look at this and I'll get back to you. And they might counter offer again. Or they might say, nope, this is the best we can do. But you will always know. Too many people I have known that they've said, well, I just took the first offer. No, you don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. So this is a good piece of advice to tell you. And it's, again, that's completion. So these, whatever, that you write into victory, you don't have to accept the first offer. You don't have to say, no, I won't. But you can say, oh, I like this, but we need to increase this. Okay? So just be aware that offers will be coming to you, because otherwise you wouldn't need to choose wisely. Okay, let's see. Any final words of advice for my Cancers? That awareness keeps coming to me. You just need to keep your eyes open. That'll keep your eyes open and your nose clean, okay? Just keep doing, what you're doing, And when I hear that, your eyes open and your nose clean, it means that somebody's trying to, unfortunately dig up stuff on you. So just be aware of that, okay? Okay. So let's go ahead and so this, I know that we don't like to talk about to my Cancers that, this is that fight, this is that battle, this is that war. But this is, again, my Cancers, you taking a lot. You have gotten to this point of being that warrior, that warrior spirit. So just keep going, keep going. Okay, this is first word of advice, guilt, guilt. Okay, is this your guilt? Is this someone else's guilt? Is this somebody else's guilt that's being put upon you? Is this your own guilt? Is this your own? I don't think that this is worry per se. Maybe it goes back to this choose wisely, choose wisely so that you don't have the guilt. Be aware of, feeling guilty. Be aware, because sometimes with change, a lot of times change, you kind of go, what could I have done differently? Just be aware of the feelings, but be aware that the feelings aren't always yours. Okay, if you look at it, guilt, this person, okay, here there are these beautiful flowers above, but if you look at it, the guilt is being inflicted on this person by others. Okay? So be aware of that maybe you want to go this way, and this is part of that choose wisely, but you're guilted into choosing another course that's really not what you wanted. Okay? Because this is, again, this is being inflicted on this person. This isn't necessarily this person's guilt as much as it is somebody else inflicting it. So I do feel a lot of this other energy coming. So, but remember, if you go into the September, this is about people's truths being revealed too, and they may not like that. Well, they won't like that. So let's go on here. Okay, reversed. Existence. Be in the moment. Be aware. Again, we go back to this awareness. We go back to our triumph. But this is also, this person, number one, again, new beginnings again. This is maybe re-entering into life, maybe actually taking some control over your life, that this is happening for you. This is also connecting with that greater universe. This is wishing upon stars. This is being one with something bigger than yourself. And, so it's while we're talking about existence and being in the moment, it's also knowing that even though we may be small in the moment, there's something much greater there. So that I love that card. I do love that card. And here we have this, and again, it's reversed. Ordinariness. Oh, what can we talk about with this one? This is just this person's going through their normal day. This is this person that, nothing major exciting is happening, nothing major, you know, positive or negative. It's just going through my day. And, maybe this is saying to you that after all of these stressors, you come to this point where you need to kind of live in this moment and actually just enjoy not having to do anything that's not maybe this is the part about saying you don't have to necessarily fight those battles anymore. You can rest. You can just be part of your day. Sometimes that can get a little boring after a while, but maybe for right now in this month, boring might be a good thing for you, my Cancers. So yeah, this one is definitely an outside source is trying to create or is trying to, I don't know, escalate any worry or guilt that you might have. So again, be in the moment, do what you know to be right. Make sure you remember you will be triumphant. Make sure you are choosing wisely, not because of guilt, not because of guilt. Don't let guilt, well, I should do this. No shoulds. What is it that you really want to do? Okay? What do you want to do? And just start enjoying your life. It'll be an interesting month for you, but September will be interesting energy. Well, take a look at that other video. But my Cancers, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.